Yeah, red lyrium. I thought that red lyrium was corrupted lyrium. But I mean, maybe it had to come from somewhere. Maybe it did come from another Titan. Maybe they corrupted a Titan. Now that Titans exist, man, they can do so many interesting things with them. God only. What does that do? Like a power scoop down there. Oh, I just realized something. If red lyrium is actually tainted lyrium, and an archdemon is just a tainted old god, does that mean that the darkspawn could taint a Titan? So I wonder if we're gonna see that in Dreadwolf. I wonder if an old god becomes an archdemon. What is a tainted Titan?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys. Is this your day-to-day?
I usually try to avoid the caves.
They could, dude, the devs could do all sorts of stuff with that. Oh man. Those guys back up. Good mind there, bud. Hey, someone almost set it off. Fart sound. Couldn't the old gods already BR tainted Titans? What do you mean by BR? Yeah, no, the old gods are essentially, so from what we understand, especially from that Dreadwolf thing earlier that we found, the old gods were sealed away. They're kind of imprisoned. And when the Darkspawn find an imprisoned old god, because obviously they're imprisoned and can't do anything about it, they're able to taint it. And a tainted old god is an archdemon. So there's still a lot of unknowns involving that process and how that works. I don't even think any game has addressed it yet.
You had me worried, you know.
What did I do now?
That letter you sent me about the red lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
Who imprisoned the old gods? Well, okay, so one thing that has a little confusing for me.
What's his name?
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine to wealthy landowners.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen, even if I am 10 times the smith Bianca ever was. A surfacer paragon? Never.
Hey! What about an Idukan? Come on now. Okay, anyway. I guess he wasn't technically a surfacer. But, so, one thing that is a little confusing to me is the archdemons seem to be corrupted dragons. So, I've wondered, the old gods that are trapped underground, I'm guessing are dragons? But is that the same old gods that the Dreadwolf guy is supposed to have imprisoned? Or maybe that's not the same? Like the thing that I'm curious about is, are the elvish old gods the same as the old gods that the Blight are referring to? That's not asked. Okay, never mind. Let's not go there. Never mind.
I built these doors.
Let's not go
They probably
there.
shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making.
Yeah, I haven't played Trespasser yet, so if it touches any of this, I don't want to know.
Ta-da!
Ooh.
This is your work. Are you an artificer?
I've been known to build the occasional trap, weapon, or otherwise lethal device now and then. I take it you're a builder too? You've got the telltale, how do I take that apart and put it back together look in your eye.
I've only recently started building things.
Great, let's find something you can lure into a gauntlet of steel jaws. I love it when that happens.
Okay.
After you.
Dude, that was class-specific dialogue. It was awesome. I am so immersed right now. Oh yeah, no. The only game that I've played before this was I played this game on release
This is
to 100%.
almost fun. Kind of like old times.
7 years ago.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartram's guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
Nice. Codex unlocked a different Darkspawn. Yeah, I played the Descent DLC for the first time this run, and I loved it. I am fully convinced that the Descent DLC is going to be crazy important for the next game, and I think we're going to meet Volta again. That's my guess. But I loved the Descent DLC. It added some insanely cool lore that they could play with. I guess be notes maybe. Maybe be under Darkspawn. Since this is in Hinterlands, it could be kind of high up. I feel like it was a note. Maybe it was a book. Ah, look at that. It's literally the second one. Wow. The journal penned by an unknown writer appears to be quite old, with many of its pages damaged by water and dust. The entries that can be read all appear to be about 20 years old. So this is 10 years before DAO. You finally found a Mook alive in that passage. Still can't believe it. The only reason I didn't stop digging is because he had the key to that cache. But after 2 weeks, I was expecting to find it on his corpse. What story does he come up with? That he was found by a Darkspawn of all things. A talking Darkspawn. Polite as you please. Who fed him and gave him water and evidently chatted with him about surfacers. I don't know what Amok is thinking coming up with a story like that, but he swore by the stone it was all the truth. Crazy as it sounds, I know Amok, and he's got the imagination of a dull hammer. Why would he make up something like that? It reminds me of a story my grandsire used to tell about something his grandsire did. He said he'd once came upon a group of 3 Darkspawn on the deeper roads, each twice the size of any dwarf, bigger than humans even, and dressed up like kings. He watched from the shadows and said they talked like people about things he couldn't understand. A city gone black. And they blamed each other for things, but could barely remember for what. My mam was like that. Never remembered the slight, just that she was angry. Story goes they attacked each other, and one ran off while the second choked the third to death and then ate him. Oh. Don't know about Darkspawn having talking kings. Never mind polite ones that give you food and tea, but maybe Amok met one of them. There's strange things in the deeper roads after all. Things the Shapers can't even recall, as this smuggling wasn't dangerous enough. So, yeah, I vaguely remember the Awakening DLC and the Architect. But I'm guessing that's related. Billy Gardner and Brigadan, thank you both so much for the subs. I appreciate it. Cold Steel Creation, my pleasure, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, the Tevinter, basically it seems like the Tevinter Magisters are still around and still just freaking crazy and everything. Yeah. Find a key to the second door. In here? Warden Spellbinder. We just kill a Grey Warden? Yeah, dude.
How long are you gonna be in Orlais, do you think?
As long as this weird shit is going on, at least. Maybe longer. Why?
You'll have to stop by before Bogdan gets back. You should see my new workshop.
I'll see what I can do. You know your family will kill me if I stop by, right?
They're not gonna kill you.
You always say that, and they always send assassins.
Well.
There you are. They won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
You want to say something, Varric?
Andraste's ass, Bianca. You're the leak?
When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You've had people studying it for years now, and they've come up with nothing. I just wanted to figure it out.
Did you figure it out?
Actually, yes. I found out that red lyrium, it has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise
We
in
know
one,
that.
right?
Yeah, we know
and
that.
I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in helping my research. So I gave him a key.
Larius? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's... Oh, shit. I knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
That name means something to you, Varric?
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. And he definitely wasn't a mage before.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
So, for those that weren't here for the Descent DLC, what we essentially found out is there are these gigantic underground creatures called Titans. And the Titan has a heart. And the heart of the Titan is essentially a lyrium production facility. And all of the lyrium that we know of branches out from this Titan's heart like veins. And then the lyrium mines that the dwarves mine are essentially the veins of this Titan that are growing through the earth. So, although at this point, this DLC wasn't even out, so we would have no idea what they're talking about, we now know that lyrium is the blood of the Titan. So it is alive. It absolutely is. It's what it is. So it's, yeah, it's crazy. So essentially, lyrium is Titan blood. That's right, which is hilarious because most mages use lyrium, and they're so against blood magic, but they're just using the blood of an ancient creature. Funny how that works out. So, like, almost all mages are blood mages. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You couldn't have known what would happen.
Yeah, Templars too.
Maphorath's balls, she couldn't. I told her exactly how bad this shit was. I told her to keep away from it.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
I kind of want to tell them to get a room. I'm with her, but I kind of want to tell them to get a room.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
RP Staval, don't talk
Varric.
about that right now.
Don't worry about it.
That goes heavily into spoiler territory.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
Okay. Well. Yeah, for the record, just to make this super clear, not only are a lot of people watching this right now that have never played Dragon Age Inquisition before, so we don't want to talk about anything that the stream hasn't seen, but on top of that, I don't remember the ending to this game. I remember parts of the ending, but I certainly don't remember everything. So I would very much appreciate if you guys do not discuss the ending of the main story, because I'm looking forward to getting all of the details in a nice little row again. Yep. Dude, not only is the Varric actor incredible, but apparently the guy that does Varric's voice acting is the Drifter in the new Warframe expansion. Which is kind of awesome. Yeah. Oh, dude, almost all the voice actors in this game are good. There's no voice actors in this game that I would say are bad at what they do. All of them are above average to excellent. Yeah. Yeah, the voice direction in this game is phenomenal. I really hope that that whoever did the voice direction in this game is also working on Dreadwolf. I need to sit down and see like who is still at BioWare since this game was made. I'm hoping we're gonna get like a lot of the same team working on Dreadwolf as we did this game. But it's super common for developers to leave games when they're done with them. To leave studios when they're done with big games. So we'll have to see. Yeah, BioWare recently hired the woman who did Guardians of the Galaxy and Deus Ex, but I think they actually made it clear that she's working on the next Mass Effect. I don't think she's working on Dreadwolf. So, yeah. Dredgen Dare, thank you for the sub, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm glad to have answers, but shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the tig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
No, the point is, I don't deal with things. If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now pretending none of this was happening.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I don't even know anymore. Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
I feel like that quest didn't really have any closure. What if I could have done that differently?
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, here we go.
You're just in time. We almost had to start without you.
What exactly were you starting without me now?
I found her, Ruffles. Deal her in.
I do hope I recall the rules. It's been ages since I've played a game of Wicked Grace.
Grab a seat. We're ready to start.
Are we playing cards or what?
Are 3 drakes better than a pair of swords? Ugh, I can never remember.
Seeker, remember how I said, don't show anyone your hand? That rule includes announcing it to the table.
There's a crown on his head, but a sword too. His head didn't want either.
Don't talk to the face cards, kid.
You seem to have enough people. I have 1,000 things to do. Losing money can be both relaxing and habit-forming. Give it a try.
Curly, if any man in history ever needed a hobby, it's you.
Dealer starts. Oh, I believe I'll start at... 3 coppers. Do you think that's too daring? Maybe I'll make it 1. No. Boldness. 3 it is.
Seriously, who starts at 3 coppers? Silver or go home?
Sounds good. I'm in. Bolder the better, right? I'm in.
Me too. Well, are you in?
Of course. Deal me in, Josephine.
Oh, wonderful. I'm glad you're joining us.
Ante up, Inquisitor.
The poor recruit ran out into the dining hall in nothing but his knickers. And this profound silence fell over the hall as 70 mages and 30 Templars all turned to stare at once. Then, a slow round of applause began and spread until every soul was on their feet. A standing ovation.
What did he do?
Saluted, turned on his heel, and marched out like he was in full armor.
He did not.
Good man.
You're shitting us.
That's how you know it's true. I could never put that in a book. Too unlikely.
I think we need another round of drinks.
I'll get them. Don't start without me.
This is such a wholesome scene.
And the dealer takes everything. I win again.
Deal again. I've figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Commander, everyone knows a lady has no tells.
Then let's see if your good fortune lasts one more hand.
Oh no. Oh no. I want, can I do both? I want to watch this. Oh, Gamba.
I want another chance to win my dignity back. Deal me in.
Don't say a word, dwarf.
I tried to warn you, Curly.
Never bet against an Antivan, Commander.
I'm leaving. I don't want to witness our commander's walk of shame back to the barracks.
Well, I do. It comes off. I didn't know it came off.
Wait. What?
I'm glad you decided to join us tonight. It's too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor.
Wow.
I enjoyed this.
See? That's what I mean. It's easy to forget you're not just an icon or symbol. Like those statues of Andraste holding bowls of fire. At least it is for me. You up for another game when this is all over, Inquisitor?
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. It'll take me a while to talk Cullen into it. Maybe I'll work the revenge angle.
Who's that? Did I win?
There's Sarah. I was wondering where Sarah was. Oh man, that was great. Laura Bahamut, I love Bianca. I forgot that she was voiced by Laura Bailey. Yeah. R. Hakar says, hey, Car, I'm rewatching FE Three Houses on YouTube. How do you feel making fun on Ignis's hair and today having the same haircut? Sus.
Strange bit of kit for a fortress. That's for sure.
I always thought it was dashing. Yep. Okay, now it's time for Cullen's big quest. Yeah, buddy. All right, let's make it happen. Here. Samson is using the bodies of people to grow red lyrium and possesses powerful armor crafted from the crystals. Though Samson's armor seems impenetrable, there must be some way to weaken him. Travel to Samson's camp at the Shrine of Tiamat. Oh, nice! I love when the card art changes. Freaking awesome. Let's bring Varric. Yeah, we'll bring Varric. Numu, most of the Dragon Age team is the same. Only a few leads left and got replaced by other veterans. Patrick Weeks, who wrote Cold Solace and Trespasser, is the lead writer for Dreadwolf. So the guy who made the DLC that people are telling me is the true ending of the game is the one writing the next story. That's great. that's actually great news. Okay.
I don't see him
So
anywhere.
you're saying there's a chance.
Nor I. Maker, tell me he hasn't fled.
Real quick before we begin, I will be right back. Mods, you know what to do. I got to check on something. There's a big rumbling outside, and I think I know what it is, but I'm just going to make sure. 1 second.